was absolutely amazingly divine.
One of the most extraordinary evenings of my life. I really mean that.
Joyful, like amazing.
Usually I'm not speechless. I am speechless today.
It was absolutely riveting, beautiful. It's very nice to see a show that concentrates on the highest and the best of humanity.
My heart is fluttering because of this performance, and it's going to be with me for the rest of my life.
I've been in business for 52 years, so I have experience of knowing the difference between average, good, and beautiful. And this is magnificent.
The technique was unbelievable. I mean, the lines, the toes, the arch, and they all move as one. And that shows the heart of it.
I used to be with the Royal Ballet as a principal dancer, and it was faultless. You finish a line, it almost ripples into the next movement. I wish they'd do more of that in the Royal Ballet.
The Chinese traditional dance with the sleeves. I've actually did a dance a few years ago that incorporated the sleeves, and I know how intricate and how hard it is to work with those props.
It kind of resembled a lot within Chinese culture, like the yin and the yang. One minute they were moving very slowly and very synchronized, and all of a sudden the bodies would just spring out, and it was just incredible.
The storytelling behind it, I think, has been really powerful. It gives me goosebumps.
It's using that creative medium to also highlight values of the culture and virtues of the culture, things like discipline, humility, faithful devotion to one's spouse. And I think those are all really beautiful values that we've lost touch with a bit.
Even my son, who's 8 years old, was able to understand quite a bit of the stories being told. Very beautiful for him to watch as well and be exposed to this kind of art.
The orchestra is absolutely sensational. Sometimes I just closed my eyes to listen to the music and it just brought me somewhere else.
It's so uplifting and beautiful, but also at the same time, it's so relaxing.
And the way they combine the traditional Western instruments with the classical Chinese instruments was really quite profound.
I would say it deserves a Grammy.
But it's really interesting to see, especially the coming together of CGI with the live performances is some of the best I've seen.
Every time a gentleman would fall into the stage and come out on the screen, I was really delighted like a child.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen. The ancient Chinese spiritual culture was presented with such authenticity. It was like being transported back into that time period where spirituality was a part of every aspect of life.
For the longest time, I could not get my son to accept his Chinese heritage until I brought him here to see the show. He was in tears. He was so proud to be Chinese.
This entire show takes place before communism. And the theme it brings of compassion and caring, goodness and light was very evident to me, and one of the reasons I enjoyed it so much.
I really liked how much they emphasized kindness and being there for your fellow man and just bringing humanity back into the everyday. I just feel very uplifted and inspired to go forth being better.
I really feel purified after the whole show. It's incredible.
And you could see on their faces this joy, this love, this fire, this passion. It was magnificent. And I believe that the people here that put on this brave performance are part of the forces of light that will vanquish the forces of darkness.
There was a gentleman sitting next to me. He's never been to one of these before. And I said to him, wait till you see this show. And afterwards he said, you were so right. It is so beautiful. And yes, it is very uplifting.
It fills the heart. It fills the cup with joy.
I just could not get enough of it.
You have to come see it.
It's worth every penny.
People need to come and see and experience Shenyun and breathe it in because it's something good for the body, it's good for the mind, and above all, it's good for the soul.